possession into a 2-point lead. With 10:27 left third quarter, Dumars into traffic, drew the foul as he missed. The slam dunk won't go. Ainge the foul, I believe. His third.
Well, that's one of the ways to take care of Danny Ainge, is to make him play some defense at the other end. Dumars attacked that time.
Boy, Parrott really popped Laimbeer with an elbow. I don't know if you could see it, but his head snapped back. Great block by Sally. It was long and tall enough that time. Ainge knocks that loose. McHale with Parrott. It's McHale. Boston by 2. Dumars. His second basket of the night. He has 6 points. We are knotted at 60. Nine and a half minutes left, third quarter. Parrish stripped away beautifully. Dumars having a big third quarter. Dennis Rodman on the move. Got it.
Those are the kinds of shots that Rodman makes, the ones that are tough little runners.
And Detroit has reclaimed the lead by 2. Rodman makes Bird earn him.
Now they double team Parrish, but they don't swing the ball quick enough. Johnson still gets the shot.
From the head of the circle, Dennis has 9. And Parrish called for a foul.
You'll see him pushing and shoving down low.
There's another
Just
one.
a little push. But Boston has made some uncharacteristic fouls in the sense that they've come after plays or from places where they normally wouldn't. Dumars from the corner.
They moved it beautifully, got him the open jump, and Dumars is 8 points in the game, 6 of them in this quarter. 64-62 Detroit. McHale against Sally, who checks it. Parrott beats Laimbeer. Jams it.
The crowd is up in arms here. They wanted a foul on John Sally after Parrish hammered that dunk home.
He put that one down with some enthusiasm. We're tied again. Laimbeer, good look to Rodman. Foul on Parrish. Here's a look at the Parrish dunk moments ago.
Well, the Boston Celtics get excellent movement, and they swing the ball in a strong move by by Parrish, and he fires it home. And Sally came in with his arm, and they wanted the foul. Will it
tell me something with that comment? No, I didn't think so. Isaiah Thomas into the lay. Oh, what a pass. Surprise Sally. He comes out of there with it.
Well, that was probably a shot Thomas should have taken. He's 5 feet away, and now he's got to go against the clock and Bird, which is down to 5.
Now it's a 2, but he got it up and got it in. Isaiah has 8. And good luck, McHale. He's on the deck, but he got the hoop. Kevin has 20 after a slow start. Boston by 1. No whistle. Parrish got mugged. Rodman the rebound.
Well, if you're a Piston fan, they're saying this is payback. How many times have they come in here and felt that they needed to get some whistles and they haven't? It's been a physical contest. They get a whistle against John Sally down low against McHale.
Sally's third foul. 6:48 left in the third quarter. We're building towards some finish. Detroit by 1, and we will return.
Shot right there to try to get John Sally involved in the ball game. And against the shot clock, he decided to show you a degree of difficulty is 10. and he got it against the shot clock, which was at 1 off the glove.
Tell you what, a lot of people don't really understand how difficult it is to be a point guard on a good team. Not only do you have to take care of your own business, you got to take care of other guys' business, keep them happy, keep them involved. It's a tremendous responsibility, and it's very, very difficult. Lenny Wilkins, now the Cleveland coach, one of the best I ever saw at that. Mahorn gets Sally. 69-68 Detroit. Parrish and Laimbeer exchange pleasantries. Score it and a foul. Laimbeer's second. The crowd loves that.
Someone or something stuck a burr under the saddle of Robbie Parrish because his eyes had fire in them on this play. He wanted that ball, and that's one of his favorite spots, a little push. And he now has a chance for a three-point play.
11 for Parrish. 71-69. That's only 2 fouls on Laimbeer. Isaiah takes care of his own business this time. He has 10. .6:15 left, third quarter.
And the guy has really been quiet this period. They've been working Parrish inside.
He and Laimbeer are just beating the daylights out of one another. 73-71. Right now, Parrish getting the better of it.
Well, I was going to say the guy that's been quiet in the period has been Bird. Mahorn comes back. That's going to put Parrish on the bench because that's his 4th personal foul. Now they're going to the A train over there, so they're going to fight fire. And I mean serious fire with fire because Gilmore, even though he may be...
Makes 1 out of 2. His 12th point of the night. It's 73-72 Boston. 5:40 left, third quarter.
Well, with Parrish out again, you would think that they would stop looking in the middle so much and try to find Larry Bird.
Ainge finds him in three-point country. Good job by Ainge. Bird has 16. Boston leads by 4. 5:20 left, third quarter. Thomas.
Now Mahorn is going to have a tough time holding his ground.
They call it on Gilmore. Boston fans wanted an offensive foul. No chance.
Right here, Gilmore gives him a bump. Mahorn works, and then he comes right through him. And had Gilmore really been able a chance to just establish without falling back, he probably would have gotten that call.
And maybe should have gotten it. Mahorn has his 13th point.
Implications for sure.
That's the way the two teams are playing it, too. It is a physical thing. McHale fades, fires, misses. Detroit can tie the game. Radman clears the board. Mahorn thought about it. Now he's glad he did it. He's had a huge night. 16 points off the bench.
5 quick ones in this period, and the Pistons have tied it back up.
Off the bench, Detroit has outscored Boston 30-4.
Well, whenever they've gotten in trouble, they've gone back to the handyman, and Bird comes in with the big drive.
Dumore is up the court. Isaiah against Danny Ainge. Gilmore and Mahorn bang away at one another. Offensive foul. Mahorn threw an elbow.
Now you take a look at it. He's getting massaged and held pretty good, and there's a little pork chop as Gilmore comes over the top, and he rushed on the last little glove tap.
Take your pick. Gilmore sets the pick. Now it resolved. Bird one-on-one with Radman. Drew the foul, score it. Gilmore and Laimbeer shove at one another. Rodman the foul. His third.
Well, again, the thing that Rodman has to remember is Bird is twice as dangerous inside with penetration and making passes and getting fouls as he is out on the perimeter. So make him beat you over the top. Laimbeer comes out of the ball game to a chorus of boos. John Sally back in.
Bird now has 21 points to go with his 8 rebounds.
And Bird didn't have any about 3 minutes ago in the period. He now has 8.
A 5-point lead. Down to the deck goes Isaiah Thomas away from the ball. And a foul on Dennis Johnson. It's Basketball Association is prohibited. Both free throws good. 81-78 Boston, and they have the ball. Bird has been hot. He goes to McHale.
They're going to force McHale to give it up.
And Boston does just what Steve Jones said they would. Dennis has 11. 83-78. 3:20 left, third quarter.
You want Rodman out there on the perimeter. He throws up a 3.
Which surprises Chuck Daly, and that's putting it mildly. Danny Ainge, front court. Ainge again for 3. Gilmore gets the rebound. Boston starts over. Bird. Let's see what the call is.
There was contact before he traveled. Dennis Rodman is going crazy, you know.
It's his 4th foul. And Detroit calls timeout. Standing ovation for the Celtics here. They lead by 5, and they'll be at the line with 2:48 left, third quarter.
What would you do to be the first NBA TBS Fan of the Year? You'll have your chance when Superstation TBS introduces the NBA TBS Hall of Fans.
Great game last night, huh, bud? Use your left hand, son. Feed me. Good move. Tip-off time. Gotta go.
Are you fan enough to compete for a round trip to the 1989 All-Star Weekend, plus other prizes?
8 points. Give it a shot. Post.
To enter, send us a home video on VHS cassette, no longer than 15 seconds, showing why you're the NBA's most avid fan and should be the first inductee into the NBA TBS Hall of Fans.
Like I said, it's the fans who really make it for us. That guy's great, but I bet you're better.
Send your tape to NBA TBS Hall of Fans, P.O. Box 7105, Marietta, Georgia.
Dumars has 12, 10 in the quarter. It's getting rougher and rougher. Bird brings it up. McHale draws attention. Dennis Johnson drives and misses, but there's McHale. He's got 22.
Now this is the way the Boston Celtics won it. They want penetration and use their ability to get to the glass. Danley has yet to get involved along with Isaiah Thomas.
Thomas drills it from 18. Danley hasn't gotten untracked at all. It's a tough role for him, a new role coming off the bench. Bird has it knocked loose, but gets it back. For McHale to the hole. What a block by Mahorn. He made a great play. Isaiah Thomas.
Well, Isaiah's got to realize who he had on him, but they end up with the perimeter try for Danley. But he had Gilmore out there, and he was trying to get that quick penetration.
It's a three-point game. We have a minute 27 left, third quarter. Bird gets a double team. Gives Dennis Johnson the open jump. He misses. A whistle, a foul. Gilmore and Mahorn have it at it. Laimbeer returns to the game.
Well, this has been going on for some time, and you knew that Mahorn was eventually going to take exception, as you'll see him pushing and shoving. As long as they're doing that, nothing is going to happen.
Isaiah Thomas, by the way, was called for the foul. He's probably saying, what did I do? The Celtics starters in double figures. They only have 4 points off their bench. Bird took the foul.
Now this is going to be a foul against Akers all over the top of it.
Detroit has missed 6 free throws. Boston hasn't missed any. There have been a ton of them here in the third quarter. Bird against Stanley. Double team. Dennis Johnson swings it. Aims for 3. Yes. He's got 17. He's made 3 of those. 92-85. Less than a minute. Dantley spins. Won't go. Bird the rebound. Dennis Johnson brings it up. Boston can build the biggest lead either team has enjoyed in the game if they score here. 33 seconds left. Bird thought about it, didn't do it.
Now, if you're going to double team, that's the guy you got to make shoot the ball. He misses that chance inside, and it's going to come back to the Detroit Pistons.
Detroit can play, well, they'd have to shoot it with 3 seconds left.
What Detroit wants at this point is just a good scoring opportunity. They have struggled here in the last couple of minutes. So they want to get something where they got a good chance to get a ball in the air and get it down.
I just keep watching Mahorn and Gilmore. What a tug of war that is. Mahorn shoots the jumper. No, and a whistle and a foul on Detroit. Might be Laimbeer, and I think it is. His third. So Boston will shoot the 1-and-1 with 4 seconds left, and they can build a 9-point lead.
Now, what's happened in the period is the Boston Celtics have gotten the Detroit Pistons to play a physical type of basketball.
For Dennis Johnson, you see the time remaining. They don't get it away. And at the end of 3, the Celtics have built their biggest lead, but it is far from over.
Boom! On the LA Laker run to the playoffs. Live at 10:35 Eastern on the Superstation Tuesday.
Tuesday is the best. Superstation TBS at the Hoop.
If Detroit loses to Boston, the Atlanta Hawks could be just 2 games out of first place. On the fast break right here, Dominique Wilkins for the slam. The Hawks go up by 14 over Philadelphia. Short time later, Scott Hastings with a rebound to Doc Rivers. He goes all the way, and the Atlanta Hawks have built up a 10-point lead with just a minute to play. Let's go back to Skip Carey and Steve Jones.
So that makes this game for Detroit that much bigger as Atlanta has suddenly apparently put the pieces back together. Randy Whitman thought so. Isaiah Thomas brings it up the floor.
Well, big period for Boston. They scored 40 points, and now Detroit has got to answer with some offense.
Laimbeer against Bird. He has the steal. So now Boston can go up by 10 if they convert. Kirk Minifield back in the game.
Now you got to really concentrate on Bird. If you're the Detroit Pistons, with the substitutes that they've made, they don't have a lot of offense out there other than Danny Ainge.
Thomas works against Ainge. Can't get inside. Now does an acrobatic move, but he missed, and Bird the rebound for Ainge. And again, Boston slows it down. We've played 50 seconds of the final quarter. Steve Jones, Skip Carey with you from the sold-out Boston Garden.
Well, Ainge wants a shot inside. Isaiah Thomas trying to get around, picked up the personal foul. But this is a point of the ball game where Isaiah Thomas has got to decide that he's going to make a difference in the ball game for the Detroit Pistons.
McHale checks back in. Bird takes a rest.
You see again, Casey Jones learned a lesson early. I can't have all of my guys on the bench out there against this team. They're too good, and it creates too much pressure for them to try to find a way to score.
Boston, a great free throw shooting team, so Detroit can ill afford getting into foul trouble. Vinnie Johnson almost stole it, in fact did. Minifield touched it last. Detroit brings it up. 93-85, 10:40 remaining. Neither team has scored yet in this quarter. It's on Akers.
Dantley is yet really to get his offensive game in gear, but you know his eyes light up whenever he sees a guy 6'9" or 6'10" out on the perimeter. Again, Casey Jones shuffling people in and out. Gilmore gets a standing ovation from the crowd here at the Boston Garden as Perry comes back in.
They're good basketball fans here. They know the contribution Gilmore made. It won't show in the box score, but Bentley.
Well, you know, Red Auerbach, he likes to pat people on the back, and if they give out a game ball, he might.
387, far from over. Boston by 6. Ainge against Dumars. Akers played by Dantley. Dirk Minifield with the ball. Ainge spots up for 3 and misses. But Parrish had it, lost it. Laimbeer comes out of there with it. Vinnie Johnson. Ainge stole it. Parrish with it now. No whistle. I don't think either official saw any of that.
Well,
what hustling to get back.
When Ainge stopped right in front of him and Vinnie Johnson started to go down, the ball popped up. So Ainge made a good, smart play at the defensive end.
Minifield all alone. Yes. His first points, the 5th and 6th points scored by Boston reserves in the game. 95-87. Bird about to return. Dantley's set shot. No. Akers rips the rebound down. Ainge winds up with it. Again, Boston can go up by 10. They've had that opportunity before, been unable to do it.
Right here, they give some help, and that means Minifield's going to be open again.
Good effort, but he missed, and a foul on Akers battling for the rebound. That's his 3rd.
Again, a quick breather for Larry Bird. Akers goes out of the ball game. Bird comes back in.
Vinnie Johnson. Line drive jumper short. Ainge out of there with it to McHale. (95-87). Detroit has scored just 2 points in 3 minutes here in the final quarter.
Well, if you looked at some of the shot selection, it would be easy to understand why.
Haven't been. So we'll clean off the slate and start anew on Tuesday. Atlanta. Here, Danny Ainge will inbound. Bird goes to the hole, left hand, yes. He's got 25. It's a 10-point game. Biggest lead for either team. Dantley can't get it away. Laimbeer didn't even look for his jump shot. Vinnie Johnson. He looked for his and gets the rebound. And adjusts and drills it. Johnson now with 9. Atlanta won their game. They can move to within 2 of Detroit.
Detroit and Chuck Daly said they wanted to have some more pressure, but they've allowed Boston to move the ball and get it to people where they can.
He's got 24, Bird 25, Ainge 17, Dennis 14, Parrish 13. Mahorn backs in, wheels to the hoop, offensive foul, he hooked it. And he's close to a technical foul.
They call a delay of game, but Mahorn made the quick spin and the elbow came out. You know what he's saying? Getting hooked at the other end all night long.
Boston can move to a 12-point lead. 7:55 left. Bird for 3. Parrish committed the foul, his 5th. Tell you what, these are difficult games to officiate, too, with so much contact.
They make it real tough, and the officials, for the most part, have done a pretty good job tonight. But the Detroit Pistons here in the 4th period just don't have any offensive continuity.
Great move, Vinnie Johnson. He has 11. 99-91, 7:22 left.
Now they've got plenty of time in the ball game to establish some sort of offensive rhythm, but they've also got to get some stops at the other end.
Minifield misses. Big battle. Parrish lost it. Recovered by Mahorn.
Johnson wants this shot.
He's hot. Well, when he gets it going, he can turn a game around single-handedly. He's got 13. Boston once. And left. They lead 99-93. Steve Jones, Skip Carey with you from the Boston Garden. Dennis Johnson up top.
Gilmore wants this one. They don't bring him the basketball. They come back to Bird. Tough drive.
It won't go for him, and Laimbeer, who's done a yeoman's job, has the rebound.
Dantley, he's had the lane at the other end. He's looking to try to make something happen.
Two great players operate against one another here. Laimbeer goes to the jumper. Mahorn's on the desk. The basket is good. Laimbeer only his second basket of the second half. He's got 19. 99-95. 6:12 left in regulation. Bird is cracked by Mahorn. They both hit the deck. I think it was Mahorn.
We'll go back and we'll take a look at some of the physical contact. It looks, at least Mahorn gives the feeling that it was a lot tougher than it really was. As he was leaning, Gilmore just gently pushed him to the floor, and then he comes back and picks up the personal foul. That is 5 against Rick Mahorn.
Bird has 25 and 10 rebounds.
Mahorn is going to come out of the ball game, as well as Gilmore. Parrish returns with his 5 personal fouls, and John Sally will replace Mahorn. But the trade-off is Sally just has not been effective down low tonight, so Parrish may be able to play.
101-95. We have reached the halfway mark in the final period. Dumars offensive foul. Dumars, Isaiah Thomas, 12 points each.
You'd have to wonder where Isaiah Thomas is as now we come down the stretch drive. 5:55 to go in the ball game, and he's on the bench, and he has played sensational basketball in the last 10 ball games for them.
I'll tell you where he is. He's right between James Edwards and Dennis Rodman on the bench. McHale, he gets more baskets like that. He's got 26, 103-95 with 5.5. Detroit calls timeout, so Boston has fought off their first surge of the second half. 5:30.
America's game. It's fantastic.
There's the story. 103-95 with 5:33 left in the game.
Well, you know, there's still plenty of time in the ball game for the Detroit Pistons to get back in it. In the second half of play, they really haven't demonstrated the offensive continuity that they had in the first half. Isaiah Thomas does rejoin the contest along with Benny Johnson, John Sally, Bill Laimbeer, and Adrian Dantley.
There's time for Detroit. This guy showed signs of heating up. He tried to shovel it inside and went off Dennis Johnson, and the ball goes to Detroit on the end line. These teams meet again here on April 19th. Benny Johnson has been hot. He still is. He has 15, 8 in the quarter, 4 baskets. They've all come in the last 3 minutes. 103-97. Then he plays Dennis Johnson. Larry Bird goes to the hole. Great pass. Parrish has it knocked away. Good job, Laimbeer.
That's the guy they're going to have to shut down, keeping the ball out of his hand and making them go through someone else. Bird has gotten involved in making some other plays. Dantley is going to come out of the ball game. Rodman will replace him.
8 seconds on the 24-second clock as Bird triggers it in on the end line. If he can, he's having trouble. He gets it in to Dennis Johnson knocked away by Vinnie Johnson. Now 7 on the 24-second time. Five, 4, 3. Dennis Johnson in and out. Bird missed the tip. Vinnie Johnson the rebound. Bird from behind tried to swipe. Oh, great pass and a foul. Sally got the hoop. That's only his second basket of the night. A very, very big one it was.
Well, they haven't had many chances to run here in the second half of play, but that breaking opportunity couldn't have come at a bigger time. After a good inside chance for Bird, they come up with the ball and they push it. Sally has a chance for the three-point play.
And can bring his team to within 3 points with 4:51 left. Just another night at the beach for Rick Mahorn over on the Detroit bench. He's got that back problem, and I imagine sprawled out like that alleviates the pressure on his back.
Good pressure by Vinnie Johnson to force the Celtics to work against the shot clock, which is at 9.
Boy, they're really aggressive defensively. McHale against 3 men and a foul. That might have been a charge. We'll look at it again. 4 on Laimbeer.
Well, they did a good job of pressuring, and Laimbeer came down. And the reason he's saying is that I was there, and the official's going to say, but you weren't set. McHale answered with a three-point play for Boston.
He's got 29. His season's high is 33. It's 106-100. Detroit has made 6 of their last 7 shots. Parrish the rebound, got the dribble down to avoid a walk. Can't unload. Now he does to the ever-present Larry Bird. 4:05 left. 106-100.
Plenty of time, and Detroit just has to play good, hard defense and force that ball over the top.
There is once. He left his feet. Here comes Detroit again. Time becoming a factor. Detroit.
Okay, but he misses an opportunity out of the timeout. Boston trying to run.
And can't, and Dennis Johnson wisely takes it back outside. Danny Ainge has returned. And Boston is going with what Brenham for the rest of the way. Isaiah hits the deck. Ainge finds Dennis Johnson. They ran the clock and got the basket. They ran 21 seconds off the shot clock and then got the hoop. 108-100. 3:12 left. Vinnie Johnson has been the hottest Piston in this final quarter. Sally, they go to him. He got it. So John Sally coming out of it here. He has 7 in the game, 5 in this quarter. 108-102 with 2:50 remaining.
Now, if you're Detroit, you want the same effort that they had at the defensive end with that ball coming out over the top. They got him at 10, about 20 feet away from the hoop.
Bird shoots the J. Yes.
Wrong guy shot the ball.
He's got 29. 2:25. Isaiah wants a three-point play. Finds Rodman. Block McHale. Rodman again. No. Perry. Rebound. And a foul on Rodman. And Parrish comes up hurting a little bit after that one. He's had back problems. Rodman's 5th.
Well, you'll take a look and you'll see the help that Bird gets from Robert Parrish. Just a little bit of a screen, and that's all he needs. A sliver of daylight, and it's up and down, and now the Boston Celtics have a chance to make it a 10-point lead with Robert Parrish at the free throw line.
Boston always does the little things that help you win the game. Second miss at the line for Boston today. 111-102 with 2:07. Dantley's a guy who can get you three-point play.
Well, Detroit just confused at the offensive end.
Dennis Johnson, the big interception, and we're in the 2-minute period. Boston by 9 and running a little clock. For 3. Goodbye. For Bird, Detroit calls time.
What's going on?
I don't know if you can hear us or not, folks. Isaiah Thomas just made a three-pointer. Boston has the ball back with 1:25 remaining. All we could hear is our studio in Atlanta. Rodman for 3. That won't go. A terrible, terrible shot. Kevin McHale into the front court.
Well, they should have taken the 2.
Time is a waster. Larry Bird. Danny Ainge. He'll shoot 2. Isaiah got it.
The fans take exception to the hard foul on Ainge. Isaiah Thomas went into the crowd. You'll see right here, he comes right at him. And I think that's part of the frustration of the night, of knowing that they had a chance in this ball game to maybe do something.
Less than a minute remaining. 116-105. Laimbeer for 3, and he drilled it. Laimbeer has 22.
You know the Celtics are just going to volleyball that ball around. 116-109. They want to use some clock. Vinnie Johnson trying to make a steal.
Trying to commit a foul, and finally does. NBA action from out west.
And they're looking for Isaiah Thomas to try to get a 3. He's in the corner.
Bird made perhaps the only mistake of the night. Isaiah still can't buy it. Paxson the rebound. Rodman the foul. He's history. Thomas. Vinnie Johnson makes an athletic play, but then falling out of bounds, throws it away. It's really not important. Paxson missed the layup. Lojas the tip. 10 seconds left. 121-108. It was close all night till the last 5 minutes. For 3, Vinnie Johnson misses. It's not important. A horn jams it home with 2 seconds. It's over. Boston 121. Detroit 1.
And Wednesday against Detroit, John battled with 6 quick points to start the 4th quarter to keep Atlanta in front. The Sixers pulled within 8, but then reserved Scott Hastings from the corner. A 3-pointer, his only points of the night, but that gave the Hawks an 11-point lead. They went on to win it by 12, 105-93. Dominique Wilkins had 28